Transmitting to you from Old Heart Radio.
Lift off and the clock has started.
Oh. Whoa.
Leave meeting.
And there we go. Another episode of Under Further Review without Dusty Gill.
He just left.
Boycott.
Boy, yeah. Listen,
Back from the throes of death.
dude, he's here.
Laying on his deathbed.
Mhm.
But yet he rose like the phoenix.
Like the Christ.
The Christ.
What do you
gotta-
feel like? How do you feel like you rose better, like a phoenix or like a Christ-like figure, Dusty?
Probably like a Christ-like figure, so it felt like shit.
Fair enough. Have you started gaining like followers? Are there people just outside your house
No,
waiting to hear you speak?
Not yet. I gotta
It's
start
the-
my religion.
It's gonna
If you're the
fucking happen,
Christ, if you're the new Christ, were you able to heal your own Gilney?
Mm-mm. Never.
We
We
did-
wanted to
oh,
ask
yeah.
about the Gilney.
How is the like we were talking about it? Like how's the Gill knee holding up these days?
Oh, it was fine. I could have gone pro, but I blew my knee out.
Is it worthy of a gavel?
Gavel that Gill knee?
Yeah.
That wouldn't help. Hit him with a gavel.
No, man. Yeah, that's a callback to another episode. If you haven't been keeping up, dear corn dogs, then make sure you are. We had a guest on last episode. This episode, we've got a bit of a part two-er to something that I think we've all kind of enjoyed the last time around. We're doing a guilty pleasures part two.
Yeah.
Part two. It's like Hot Shots, but better. And this, I don't know. It's an up and down kind of playlist. Would you guys agree?
I think we got a little further out. Like a lot of the songs on the first one were like pretty lighthearted and kind of funny. There's some real hot trash in this. Like people are really gonna have to fucking own up and prove themselves.
Put
I have
my
words.
heart out there.
Oh my god, dude! I'm with you though, J-Mo. Like I was going through this one this morning, and I was like legitimately, some tracks came on, and I was like, "The fuck is this?" And I'd like walk over and like change it, and then go back to like what I was doing. It was just like, nah, I don't know, not right now.
I usually show these to my girlfriend before we record, and I have not seen her grimace more at a playlist than this one.
Oh man, yeah, this one will make you pucker. So you hot dogs hold on. But let's just kick it off. First we got Gucci by Kreayshawn. So
I'm not entirely sure how it's pronounced, but it might be Creation.
it's
Kreayshawn.
Creation. Is
It's
it?
Kreayshawn.
It's Creation? Okay.
Yeah.
I stabbed in
I
the
just-
dark on that one. I just want everybody to know.
Yeah, I've never actually heard it out loud.
Well-
But
You heard it here first.
did they?
No.
Okay, well, other people might have too. I was just celebrating.
Someone for sure. This is their first time hearing of Gucci by Kreayshawn. So, congratulations to that person.
Where did this come from, Nick?
So I think on our it was our last guilty pleasure playlist. I had Stitches on there.
Yeah.
Gross.
And that was such a frequent play at my college house in Bellingham with Luke and Pat. Luke was on last week. That very regularly, this song would be one of the things that just played right after it automatically. And it's just so trashy. I don't understand it. I don't know what subculture this is. I don't understand any of what's going on in this video, but it's just this song that kept coming up while we were having like a great time. So I love hearing it, but it's trash. It's the worst.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I gotta be honest. Like I was just like, what is it? It wasn't like offensive, but I was just sort of like, what the fuck is going on right now? like, I don't know. Gucci just didn't hit for me personally. But I could see that vibe though. Like if you're going from like that song, like that's like, Stitches to like something like this, just gonna keep that fucking energy rolling. And so that kind of makes sense to me a lot,
It was this weird like collection of a playlist that would go from like Stitches to Krayshawn to Brooke Candy to Cupcake to just some of the most heinous names in the industry.
Well, this
I have a lot of fond memories of them.
This deserves the word heinous attached to it to some degree, if you ask me. But JMO, how do you feel about this track?
So last week I kind of brought on a definition for songs for me that would be songs that I hear on Amy's TV shows. This is another one. And I even played this for Amy last night, and she's like, yeah, I could definitely see this on one of my shows. And it's pretty fucking lame, but Krayshawn's been on a podcast I listened to, or we've talked about it before. She's been on Your Mom's House before. And she was a pretty cool guest. She seemed cool, so I don't have anything against her, but her music sucks.
Word. I can separate the artist from the music in that way.
Yeah.
Dusty, how'd you feel about it?
Oh, this is just dumb white girl trash. Like, it's just so bad. What is it like? What was that one singer, Iggy Azalea or something like that?
That is a person out there. I know that.
Yeah, just trash. Like, yeah, that's a lot to say about that.
No words, just trash.
Well, I'm glad this is the first track. Caleb, defend this track, please.
I will not. Like same as JMO. I saw Krayshawn before I ever heard her music, and yeah, she seems kind of cool, and she was a cool guest on the podcast. She's funny, but this song, Nick, as some people know, Nick is my hetero non-sexual life partner, and this song makes me so ashamed of him. I mean, I get it. You're just enjoying it ironically, but then it turns into genuine enjoyment. And how dare you? It's just, it's bad. You're smarter than this.
How dare you, sir?
I'm bringing Brooke Candy to the table for the next Guilty Pleasures. Just you wait. This whole playlist is going to wind up on here.
Sir, you are a man of intelligence, okay? Did you not hear
This
what
song
Caleb
is
just
for
said?
Philistines. And if you don't know what that word means, you are one.
The Philistines are dead.
The Philistines are dead.
I think I remember a story where they were all genocided by God. So
That's not what I'm talking about, you Philistine.
Oh, sorry. I lose track of them sometimes. It works. Okay, so I think we can all safely say that Nick aside, the rest of the council fucking hates that song. So, we'll set our feelings aside and let's move to the next track here. We got this is also one I'm just gonna I'll talk about it in a second. Caleb, you put an Adele song on this playlist.
Yeah, I did.
And it's all night parking. So, why are you an Adele fan?
I am now, actually. I appreciate her music, and this album 30 especially it's good. It's varied. It's not, she's not just doing her usual thing, which is cool too. She's a very talented lady, and I don't feel guilty about this. I just figured you guys would be kind of surprised, so I thought it might fit.
Caught me off guard.
And this song's just got a nice chill vibe. I like the piano. I like the background singers. It's kind of groovy, and I get if people aren't into this, but sometimes the duality of man means that 1 minute you're listening to Slaughter to Prevail, and the next minute you're just chilling with some Adele.
Yeah, I can respect that. Yeah, I so this song came on this morning, like right when I hit downtown, and I was like almost to work, and like
Did you break a window?
I want to say this without looking, I like kind of started grooving on this song, and this is maybe like where I don't know. Maybe bias takes a hold a little bit, but I noticed that it was Adele, and then I started listening to the rest of the song, and I was just like, God damn, dude, I just don't want to fucking finish it. Like, I'll be that guy. Like, I've never really like looked into Adele's music. Like too early on, I think I just kept hearing the same song, so I was like, I fucking get it out of my face, and I've just never kept up. So that being said, as much as I feel like Adele's almost like my Tom Cruise of like music right now, where it's just like I'm sick of you. Adele, I know you're listening. Hop on, build a playlist, you know. But add
10 to
us or
15
whatever.
songs.
Yeah. Thank you for specifying. But like if as you say this is kind of like a break from something that she would normally do, then there are elements of this track I can appreciate. Like there are certain like, you know, just mainly just the music side of things is what I really kind of dug, you know, like the almost like lo-fi quality to the beat was kind of, I don't know, I could enjoy it. But Adele, not for me. I'm gonna keep moving that along. Gaveling your ass. I'm gaveling your ass, Adele. Dusty, how'd you feel about this track?
It was all right.
Are you an Adele fan?
She's okay. I mean,
It's
I've
fine.
heard that "Rolling in the Deep" song way too many times.
That's the one. And I'm not knocking it. It's sure it's fine, but
And then there's that
Go TA the fuck away.
other side.
oh,
It's-
Adele.
He's got a good voice. This song's gonna put me to sleep. Like all night long, sleep all night.
It could-
It's a crappy song.
It could lull. It could lull.
But I don't know what you're thinking with this Dell shit.
Caleb, get a Mac.
I think she's good.
You know,
I was like I was in the same boat as you guys earlier when Adele was coming out. I was like, okay, I've heard the hits a few too many times, and just I guess as I've gotten older, I've appreciated like, you know, different pop singers, especially with like kind of jazzy or, you know, soul undertones, and it's like that's where guitar solos came from, or all the cool saxophone players, like they're mimicking people that can sing like champs, and I just appreciate someone who can do it well, whether it's boisterous and powerful or mellow and smooth like this.
I think if there was, I would like to see celebrity death match of Adele versus Lady Gaga, and I would be on Team Gaga for sure.
That'd be
a tough call.
interesting. That's actually a really tough call, because we'll talk about that later. Nick, how'd you feel about this Adele track?
Actually, well, I wasn't looking. I was working while I was listening to this playlist, so I wasn't looking at the artists. So I had no idea this was Adele until like afterwards. I'm sorry, I'm choking on cake right now. This cake is very dense.
Oh, it's okay. Sometimes a chocolate cake, and I've known this I've done, you know, food on a pod before. It's worth the pause. It's, you know, they don't understand what you're eating. They can't see it, but they can hear you enjoy it.
Should have had like a glass of milk in here.
And that's even better.
Nice big old glass of 2% or whole milk.
Give us that spit rattle.
We'll come back around to you. Jameson, how did you feel about Adele? Take your cake.
I didn't like this song. It was fine, but I mostly really hated the backup singers. Like, it was a very strange like way that they were changing the song, and I really didn't enjoy that. But Adele is an amazing talent, so that's a few points. But fuck the song.
The song, Adele, you're all right. All right. Nick, are you cake free yet?
I'm good. I've cleared the airways of cake.
Don't worry.
It's it's the frosting that's the problem. This is never. Anyways,
Frosting is never.
It's
a
okay.
problem.
Like I said, a cake break is necessary sometimes.
well, I don't need a cake break now. This song was pretty good. If I never hear one of Adele's hits like "Rolling in the Deep" or "Hello," even "Skyfall" at this point is grating. But I actually did like this one. Like the modern beat, like you said, it was almost this lo-fi hip hop style beat with Adele singing over it. The backup singers didn't offend me as much as they offended you. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's fine.
Oh, it's a fine. It's a fine. All right. Well, like I said, I feel like for an Adele track, this one shockingly caught me off guard. But for the most part, I just don't want it. So
Would you say that Adele is your kryptonite?
So yeah, that being said, I'm about to eat a lot of words right now because like Adele has, as we all noted, some fucking talent. But what I put on here is definitely a guilty pee, and I put that guilty pee in my ears every now and then, and I enjoy it. But Three Doors Down, Kryptonite is not for everybody. I understand that. Let's just hear what you guys think, because I put this on here because I remember, and you'll probably note some of the other tracks on this also. They're songs I remember just everywhere on the radio, everywhere like that I had access to listen to like music that was uncontrolled for whatever that's worth. And for whatever that's worth, they're good or bad, just like this song. So, Caleb, how'd you feel about Kryptonite?
This is one that, like you said with Adele's hits, I don't ever need to hear this horse shit again. It's just like, it's so basic and it's just not interesting. And the lyrics don't make any fucking sense. You can't view the world from the dark side of the moon. That's why it's the dark side of the moon.
No, you can during a new moon.
Shut up. It's not like, no, I'm not going to discuss. The moon isn't even real.
It's
The cheese anyway.
No,
Birds aren't real, man.
I'm going to educate you.
The moon
later.
landing wasn't real. The moon is real.
So the other side of the moon.
The
is
landing
just-
was real. The moon is not real.
It's just extra moldy cheese, so it's like black mold.
Just black mold cheese.
Well, the guy who wrote this song was obviously huffing some black mold because
Won't you come?
Black mold cheese has got to be my favorite salad dressing.
It's my favorite Soundgarden song.
yeah. Well,
Blue cheese,
whatever.
black mold cheese, my favorite.
What do we
You guys are
weeds?
like-
We're get out of those black mold weeds and let's get over here back to Caleb.
There's nothing. I'm done. I don't like this song, and I'm mad at you for picking it.
God
you guys
damn it.
derailed me, and that's fine. It's bad.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I tried to help. I tried. Sometimes I can't
didn't either.
control the voice. Maybe I started it a little bit. Okay, so I'm sorry. Jameson, let's try with you. How'd you feel about this?
The song was such a fucking banger when it came out in like what 01, 2000 somewhere
It had
in
to have been
there.
somewhere around there.
God, it was on every radio station, and I mean, I bought this album in 5th grade. I remember having it. So, luckily, we don't have to hear it hardly ever anymore. But it's one of those like solid early 2000 songs that kind of fits that genre, and there really isn't anything good. So this is maybe top of the list from that time period.
Oh, yeah,
It's like
same as that.
there's
Early
like a list of shit.
radio
and this
rock.
Is like the top of that.
Yeah, like early 2000s radio rock is a bleak, horrible place to go. So
It is. It's pretty rough. Well, what can I say? I got no defense. Dusty,
Same.
Oh,
Do
I
you-
love this.
thank
It
you.
takes me back. Takes me back.
There we go.
I think it reminds me of the movie Corky Romano. It might have been in there. the Chris Kattan
That helps
classic.
date it.
It's right around that time. I want to say that it was either that, or maybe it was in Little Nicky. But
Is this in Little Nicky?
I think so. But it's a good song. I mean, it's shit, but if I had to pick between Three Doors Down or Nickelback, I would go with this song over that other goddamn Nickelback song. It came out at the same time.
Yeah. Never Nickelback.
No, man.
This is how you remind me.
Oh no, that song.
Same
Oh, my
same exact
fuck.
time they came out.
Oh.
And this song was way better. And somehow Nickelback blew up, and Three Doors Down they had maybe one or two other hits.
They were in the shadows a bit.
In the shadows of Nickelback.
If you ask me, in the shadows of
On the
Nickelback.
moldy side of the moon.
Yeah, that's it. All right, Nick. Kryptonite.
Oh yeah.
How do
Yeah,
you
so-
feel about this?
This is honestly, I'm surprised you beat me to this one as a guilty pleasure song. This was the first CD I ever bought. Like this was like when I decided I was gonna listen to music. Like I was like, that's what I like. And you know, it was like the 10-year-old kid or whatever that
damn
walked
right.
into a Fred Meyer electronics section. I was like, this is the one. This is who I'm gonna be. I wore that
This
fucking
was
CD
my
out, man.
identity.
I wore that CD the fuck out.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That said, it's not very good. I'm actually really
No.
embarrassed that this was. This is like how I got into music. It's pretty embarrassing. This song is not that great.
It's
But yeah, honestly, I have a soft spot for it. So, Kryptonite by Three Doors Down.
Probably a really easy guitar picking riff that you could learn early on in playing guitar.
Oh, this was before I even started playing guitar. It was like
Dude.
maybe a year or two before, actually.
Yeah, you were inspired then by Three Doors Down.
I just it's pure nostalgia. There's like none of us can defend the fact that this none of us could say that this is a good track. Well, what is a good track is the next one, and this is a Jameson pick, and I wholeheartedly endorse this song, "Fast Car" by Tracy Chapman.
Yeah, so I went like full blown cheeseball on this, like all of my choices. But this is just a beautiful song from the late 90s. And I remember my mom having this cassette in her like 94 Ford Aerostar minivan and like cruising around Wenatchee listening to this on cassette, or it coming on KW3 all the fucking time when I was like 10 years old. And
Yeah.
I've always had a soft spot for this song. It's still great.
I'm with you, man. It hits, and it's like mainly for those similar reasons. I just remember it everywhere. It was in the van driving with my mom. Like it was, yeah. It was there, and it's still it's a jam. I can't hate on it. I see somebody that can. Caleb. Caleb, speak your piece. How do you feel about Tracy Chapman here? You know that they're listening, so
I don't really know that much about Tracy Chapman. I've heard this song before, and I haven't heard it in a long time, but it just sounds like most of the other just 90s trash that I was thankfully sheltered from. Like sometimes I'm glad that I was raised ultra religious and I wasn't allowed to listen to secular music, because I missed a lot of horse shit, and I'm happy about that.
Because Tracy Chapman is the devil, apparently.
I don't know, but it's just it's okay, but like it's like, you know how Nick was saying that he hates piano and singing. I hate like acoustic guitar and singing songs where occasionally one slips through that's like, yeah, it's okay, but this is just, it's well done enough. But there's some parts where I'm like, are you even on time? Like you need a metronome, and I would know. Ask Nick about needing a metronome, but no, I don't like it. It just sounds like 90s shit.
man, I'm telling you, dude.
Shit all over your childhood, JMO.
Oof.
Sorry.
Nick, man, you gonna hop in this car?
I'm not hopping in Tracy Chapman's car.
God damn it.
So I don't know that I'd ever heard this song before, honestly. And
What?
if I had,
No.
I would not be able to remember it because I listened to it 3 times today and I still couldn't tell you what it sounds like. This is the most forgettable song I have ever heard.
How dare you?
I have nothing good nor bad to say about this except I want to echo Caleb's feelings about just acoustic guitar and then singing like that over the top of it is just it's like when you take a drink of something and it's not worth forcing yourself to swallow and you just kind of have to spit it back into the cup you got it from.
Oh, that's what you think this song is?
Yeah. Oh. It's not like I'm not furious. I'm just not gonna finish. I'm not gonna swallow what was in my mouth.
I know, that's just so insulting.
That's how I feel about the drink that I made.
I guess I just didn't know I was a big I was gonna defend Tracy Chapman this hard on the Jameson. I'm with you, man. I'm there. Yeah. Dusty though, join this join it. Make this a trifecta. You know you.
Oh
wanna,
no, I love this song.
Damn straight.
It like every time I hear this song, it's like there's like a handful of songs that I did like take me directly back to the 90s, and this is one of them. Like I remember it just on KW3 all the time, and sometimes waking up in the middle of the night because I would like leave the radio on at night and like waking up and hearing this song. It's weird. It's just one of those weird. I don't know. It's crazy nostalgia. It's another song like that is "One Headlight" by the Wallflowers, which is a very good song. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I enjoy it. It's soothing.
I'm with you, man.
Sometimes think that this is a man singing, and then I look at her name, but she's kind of got a
nice
man-like
baritone.
voice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's a lady.
So
It
yeah,
is.
it's a woman. She's very talented, very good voice, soothing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird because it was like all over KW3, and then when it stopped, when it was like no longer a popular hit, it was probably like in the 2000s, like later, like Coho. I don't know if you guys remember Coho. It was like the world
listening.
music easy listening station. Then they started playing it all the time as like this, like easy listening song, and that's like I remember hearing it all over there too. But I never minded it. But what's this next song? Cleveland, Ohio.
by
Dusty.
John Floriani.
Yeah, by John Floriani. It's kind of acoustic-y
Yeah,
at first.
it's a song that like
Sleeper.
it popped up on one of my daily playlists a couple months back, and it's completely lame, but I thoroughly enjoy it. It's got some good storytelling, I guess you would say, but I can't remember the name of the band that this guy's actually in, but I don't know. It's just a catchy tune to me,
Yeah. It was not that offensive to me. I didn't mind it. I don't know if I'd follow. It was one of those tunes that I was like, it's fine. I'm not going to follow up on it, but it's like, I don't know. It definitely wasn't the weirdest song on this playlist. I was kind of thankful for. So
I try to keep it somewhat modern.
yeah, I was gonna say like this is like it sounds like this is kind of a perfect sort of like guilty P kind of situation. You're just like, I mean, it's good. I'm not gonna like hype it up too much. It's just it's something I might listen to.
Yeah, no, for sure.
All right, Nick, how'd you feel about this song? This song kind of pretty neat.
Oh yeah. So it was absolutely inoffensive. If it came on when I was in like an indie rock mood, like if I was out listening to the other dozen bands that sound exactly like him, I wouldn't skip his song. It was pretty good. But I'm not gonna seek it out.
That's what I mean, dude. It's like I'm not gonna pass on it, but like
This is fine. It was a decent song.
Jameson, what about you, man?
Yeah, I agree. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good, and I don't know that it was like overly technical or anything. I liked the overall tone of the song, but I didn't write down any lyrics in my notes. But I did make a note that the lyrics were just fucking emo as hell. So I would have to go back to give you some quotes, but yeah,
That's where the
lyrics
guilty pleasure
were-
comes in.
yeah, the lyrics were a real fucking downer. So
Yeah. Caleb, did you get downer with this?
Yeah, this is some, I don't know, some gutter lover type of shit, but not in the way that I
Yeah.
like. I don't know. It's like okay, let me start being a little positive. Like he's got a good voice. It kind of reminds me of that guy from The Fray a little bit. I don't know if you guys remember that song.
Oh yeah.
That band, yeah, they
The
sucked.
Well, see,
That would
that's
be on a
kinda-
love to hate, man.
See, I'm kind of like that's kind of where I'm at. Like it's like okay, he's got a decent voice and the acoustic guitar tone is good. But this is just some fucking white bread. It is. It's plain. I'm bored. I wouldn't say I hate it. It's not a gavel.
Oh,
and it's
well,
not.
it's out there. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. It's not fine. I would say this is a pass for me. And it's just this is like I'm gonna slit my wrist, but I'm gonna smile about it kind of shit.
So would you turn this one if given the option? You know?
I listened to it once and read the lyrics as I went and I was like, that's enough.
Plenty. Well, shit, man. I mean, I guess, collectively it seems like it's fine. It's fine. But I'm interested in this next track here. Lady Gaga is in the house with Rain on Me. Caleb.
Yeah.
Did you pick this because of the Ariana Grande feature or because of the Lady Gaga aspect?
I mean, I'm more of a fan of Stephanie, which is Lady Gaga's real name.
Stephanie. Oh,
Yeah. her name
I was
is
trying to
Stephanie.
look. I didn't see the credit there. Okay.
I call her Stephanie. We're close
Stephanie.
friends.
Stephanie Gaga.
Steffi.
Steffi's the shit, man. I really like Lady Gaga. Like she's just real good. And Ari is also very talented.
Ari.
And she seems like a real sweetheart. And this song's just catchy. Like I don't know, like I enjoyed going to like clubs and going to raves and shit. And this just sounds like the kind of music that you get in like a pretty good like gay club where like there's a good DJ and you're like, yeah, I'll go to that. I'll drink for free. You just got to tell them what's up.
It's not a
you're
hypothetical.
definitely
I've seen
pretty enough for that, Caleb. So
Thank you.
You are. You're a handsome boy. You could get into gay clubs. I mean, I'll agree with you though. Gay clubs, gay clubs are fucking fun, man. They usually have like really hopping music and I don't know.
and really
Five.
hot dudes.
Five cis dudes
going-
weighing in on gay clubs.
And
That's
Yeah.
what
this is a
Hot takes.
This is
Hot
the
It's
most,
just a
the most
perfect
necessary
example.
opinions.
Well, we're talking about Lady Gaga, and I'll just segue from that. So Caleb, I appreciate your appreciation of Lady Gaga, but I put her in that same category. I put her at the top of that category that I was talking about with Adele, where I'm literally just not giving a fuck about you anymore. Like Lady
Listen
Gaga,
out.
I get it. You're like, I don't know. You're talented for what people think you're talented. That's great. Like you, it's cool. I don't care. My opinion's my opinion. This is why Rogan's getting kicked off of Spotify. JK.
That's
We'll
not
take
happening.
we'll take that 60 million.
Oh yeah, I know. That's not what he's getting edited hard. But anyway, not that I'm concerned about that. We don't need to talk about that. Like 5 podcasts in a row talk about Joe Rogan. I'm getting in the weeds myself here. Sorry. All I'm saying is, like, I don't fucking care about Lady Gaga. Like this song, this song is fucking boring trash to me, and it like makes it even worse that there's like 2 brand name pop fucking celebrity names on like attached to it. It's like, we get it, you're trying to sell this shit real hard, but this sounds like anybody could have fucking made it and sampled some Lady Gaga lyrics and threw it on fucking top. All right, like I'm over it. Go dance to it if you want, but like
I will.
This sounds
I'll have
like a
great time.
gavel.
thank you. I hardly ever gavel myself. I don't know, man. I just don't know.
I'm glad I brought the hate.
I'm sorry, Caleb.
It's okay. I'm
It's
mad.
not you. It's Lady Gaga.
I understand. Stephanie's not for everybody.
Stop calling her Stephanie.
That's her name.
I don't hate Stephanie. I hate Lady Gaga.
One and the same.
Damn it. My mind's blown. Somebody else step in, please. Who's going
me.
to defend? Nick, you going to defend or be offended?
I'm absolutely going to defend Gaga because you're completely wrong. This song, okay, this entire album is Stephanie in peak form. I've listened to this entire album several times. This song is a fucking banger. It does kind of sound a little bit produced, but any song that's going to become a hit song is going to sound manufactured.
I know.
And if they're trying to make a staple of it, it's just what it's going to sound like. Ariana Grande is fine. I didn't actually even notice she was in the song. But this is a great song. The beat is fucking killer. Everything going on. It's straight disco, for one. It is like one of the funkiest pop songs out there right now. Super good. That said, I don't like it.
Damn.
I said I've listened to this album several times. It was not by choice. This is one of my wife's favorite albums.
Oh, shit.
And she has played it in our house so many goddamn times that I don't need to hear it ever again.
I'll listen to it with her, and we'll watch RuPaul.
I have to acknowledge it is a very good song and a great album. So, well done,
Nick,
Gaga.
You stole the wind right out of my fucking sails because I wanted to say I don't ever have to hear this fucking song again because Amy played it so many times when it came out as a single that I think I remember driving from our house down to her work, which is about a 15-minute drive. And she just put it on repeat like 4 times. And that's
How did you not
No.
turn your car into oncoming traffic?
she drives. She's driving. And
Jesus, take the wheel.
although I pay the car payment, I'm not allowed to touch the radio. So
Oh my god, dude.
Jesus.
I mean, it's probably like a pump up song for some people, I suppose. But how? So like aside from you never wanting to hear it again, just a no go in general.
I mean,
though.
it's fine. It's like I think it's probably better than most generic pop that's on the radio for me, but I think I could have heard it once when it came out and been like, I guess that's pretty cool for what's on the radio today, but I don't have any strong feelings beyond that.
That's enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't be pushy, radio. Dusty,
Here we go.
I feel like you might have had a hot take there.
I like Gaga. She's good.
Okay.
Very talented.
Okay.
This song is just typical pop bullshit. I mean, I'm sure that she had to produce this song just for a hit on the song being on her album, but I probably won't seek out the rest of this album. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my favorite Gaga work. But it's catchy, and maybe if I were gay and on Molly or something like that in a club, then yeah, maybe I might like that, but I'm not any of those things. So, not that there's anything wrong with that.
I'd say that description came a little easily to you.
Being on Molly.
Gay
and
on Molly.
I mean,
Have you thought about this before?
Shirtless under the moon.
Any orientation on Molly is a great time. Just saying.
I'm not gonna disagree with that.
Whatever
statement.
your flavor
Is this a newer Gaga?
What flavors do Molly
Yeah,
come
well,
in?
that's what I was wondering.
tastes
Bubble. It's like
Real
bubble
bad.
gum, strawberry, and what's the other one the dentists have? It's like the same flavors.
Well, I don't like gum. Gum is fucking terrible.
Yeah,
it tastes like
gum
if
flavored
you- if
shit
you-
is so awful.
You
Bubblegum
guys
just
ever
tastes
chewed
like-
up ibuprofen? That's what it is.
You're not supposed to do that.
I'm-
Ibuprofen is coated. Protects your
Yeah,
stomach. You're
I
like,
don't
on
think
ulcer.
you're really supposed to take Molly either, but
No, that's not true.
I mean,
Everyone should take Molly. It will change your life.
I absolutely agree with that. It's changed my life, but
Just start small.
I don't think our government overlords, and it's probably not real good for your brain.
Fuck them.
No.
But is this a newer Gaga? Like older Gaga?
This is newer.
So,
newer? It sounds
yeah.
like straight up normal
like-
Gaga.
A couple
The
of
whole-
years ago.
The whole album was like a big throwback to like disco styles and Eurodance and kind of like the early 2000s, late 90s, except like with modern spins on it. So that might be why it kind of sounds like generic pop to you, is because it's kind of a throwback to that era of pop, which is, you know, what our idea of generic pop is.
well, that's kind of interesting. Again, like you know, I feel like, man, so yeah, I feel like some of these just like with a slight explanation, you're sort of like more intrigued, I guess. But I just like, I don't know. I just can't get behind Lady Gaga myself. But you know,
She's 2 steps ahead of you.
to just get out of her way. No, I will. No, it's Old Heart Radio versus Lady Gaga, and you know we're gonna fucking win.
We're not starting. No, we're not
No,
starting
don't
this
do
beef.
that.
No.
No, I'm just joking.
House of Gaga will descend upon us like a horde.
I'm just joking. Gaga,
The
Gaga.
monsters.
We're not
I believe
against you.
They call themselves the Monsters, I believe.
They'll spare me.
The Monstars. Yeah, Caleb will be like crowd surfed away while the rest of us are now going to be eaten. I'm sorry, the 3 of you are going to die for my shameful beliefs.
Crowd
But-
surfed, and they're just gonna throw Molly into my mouth.
Throwing Molly right in Hoop dreams. Like,
More like the Basketball Diaries.
all right.
Jeez.
Kobe.
So the next track on here is a pretty hard turn from Lady Gaga. That's
Pretty
something that I think
hardcore.
we can all agree on. It's titled "Lord of the Rings."
Oh, wait, no, you skipped
Wait,
one.
you skipped
No, no,
one.
no.
What did I? Oh God, no, I did. It's mine.
Yeah, yours.
I'm trying to hide my shame. I'm trying to,
Can't do
on air. I'm
Don't.
trying to hide my shame.
I'm
Please
not gonna
don't.
thank you for that.
Okay, fine. You guys caught it. Thank You by Dido. So all the shit I just talked, again, I'm just stuffing back down my mouth because I put a fucking Dido song on this list. Who wants to start, man? Dusty.
Can I start?
Yeah.
When this came on, I was like, oh shit, I love this song. And I was waiting for Eminem to come in rapping.
Yeah.
And I was like, immediately turned this off and I pulled up Stan and listened to it as a way better song. I was
But
like,
see,
I don't need to hear the original sample. Dido is a sample queen. And I just really wanted Eminem to come in rapping. And the beat's way better in the Eminem one. So I'm just a little disappointed.
I'm sorry, Dusty. I didn't mean to disappoint you.
Like, God. And then she had that one song, like White Flag. Oh my God, that song sucked.
So you're just not a Dido fan at all.
No, it's terrible.
Dang it.
You
Oh,
should stick to Eminem songs.
well, maybe Eminem only gave her the one call.
Yeah.
see, I had the reverse reaction there, Dusty. Like, I was hoping that Eminem wasn't going to come in, and I was thankful that he didn't, because that type of rap is horrible. I mean, just like we've used generic so much on this fucking playlist, and it's just like mainstream 2000s rap. Eminem's fucking lame, but this song's actually pretty fucking good, I think. So
Yeah.
Um,
yeah.
it's just it's more of that good old 2000s nostalgia.
Yeah, dude. Soaking in right now. It's juicy. It's delicious. Caleb, are you saying thanks for Dido?
I'm not offended by Dido. This is
Good
fine
for you.
I do agree. I think I like the original better than Eminem's thing, but I mean that was smart of him to do, and good job, dude. Make that money. But this reminds me so specifically of going to my neighborhood friend's house, and his mom was obsessed with this album, and they had a really good stereo, and so like every time I went over there, she was listening to it. And so I'm pretty familiar. And then we would like beg her, like, can we please use the stereo? We want to listen to Linkin Park. And she'd like go hide in a room. And
Oh my God.
so it was just
Sorry.
like, like that, like you said, that early 2000s of like, all right, we're going to sit through Dido and actually, enjoy it. And then
Put on that
all
hybrid
right.
theory.
Fuck yeah, man. Oh yeah. I thought about
Solid
putting that on
album.
here, but I'm not guilty about that. It's so good.
Crawling in my skin.
Dude, oh my god.
So
okay.
yeah, this Linkin Park and Dido for me, weirdly enough, kind of go hand in hand, and it was a
There you
nice
go.
nostalgic memory.
I like that. You know, Dido, Linkin Park. Nick, are you a Dido fan?
Honestly, yeah. I hadn't heard this song in forever. Except occasionally on the Eminem track. But yeah, speaking of, hypothetically, if we did get into a beef with Eminem, he would probably write a diss track against us. Or
That
about
would be
us.
so dope.
Which would
Yeah.
only make us more popular.
Exactly. Like
Look at-
we're like we have nothing to lose.
So
Exactly.
Eminem, you're
Exactly.
fucking lame.
I'll
Bro,
defend
come at
Eminem
me.
here. Eminem takes me back.
No, we want this diss track.
Well,
Well, so this is what makes it controversial, right?
hashtag
Eminem,
Team
you're gonna
Eminem.
obviously have to come onto this podcast because we got one defender and we got one offender, and then we got a few in the middle here that need to be swayed. So, looking
He's
at
an
you,
okay dude.
Marshall,
Hashtag Team Eminem.
Marshall.
He turned out pretty well considering his crazy life. You know,
That's crazy what millions of dollars will do for you.
It's true.
talking about his upbringing.
And mom spaghetti.
Well,
Under
I'm
sweater
from
already.
8 Mile.
he grew up on
Oh.
a nutritious diet of spaghetti.
I want spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
But,
Spaghetti.
but Dido. That's okay.
Yeah, Dido though. Dido. We're
So I had this playlist just on repeat, and every time it came to Dido, I would just kind of like, yeah, okay, cool, Dido, and I would listen to the whole song, and then once I even went back and played it from the beginning again. I just like this song. I don't know why. I just think maybe there's just that feeling of being a child since I really haven't heard it since I was a child. I don't know. It's
nostalgia.
an enjoyable song for me to listen to. It just pushes the serotonin button in my brain.
dude.
It's like
powerful
putting a
thing.
Q-tip in just the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
I'm
what
glad
it
we
is.
can.
It's a good
I'm glad,
song.
I'm glad most of us can give thanks. Thanks to Dido, the alt lord. I'm just saying things, guys. Don't let me say things sometimes. Lord of the.
Speaking of
I was waiting to
lords,
see where that was going.
Then sometimes
lords.
it don't go anywhere. It just stops. That's where the
Speaking of
buck
lords.
stops. And the
Lords
sign-
of Rings.
Yes, thank you, Dusty. Lord of the Rings. So this is what I was trying to just brush over earlier. Just get right to. Nick, this was so deceiving to me because I didn't know that it was Blind Guardian. I just was like, Lord of the Rings, what? And I'll let you pick it up from here. But where's this track coming from, man?
So Blind Guardian was one of the bands I discovered when I first got really into power metal. And these guys are just hardcore Tolkien nerds.
Oh yeah. Oh,
They actually
shows.
even they petitioned I think it was a New Line Cinema when they found out that there's going to be a Lord of the Rings movie. Like they wanted to make the soundtrack to the trilogy, and I'm pretty sure this song was why they didn't get it.
You think?
So this is Lord of the Rings by Blind Guardian, if we hadn't said it yet. This isn't even the version of the song that I used to listen to when, I'm pretty sure I was listening to an old 80s demo in mono, not even in stereo. The English, I don't think he had reliable English translation for his lyrics. It was just this butchered version of the lyrics to this song, from a native German speaker. And it's just so bad. The chord changes don't make any sense to me. The structure of the song doesn't make any sense. There's a weird little piccolo part. It's the most baffling song. It's so bad, but I just kept listening to it. I don't know why.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So
There wasn't a lot of power metal.
this was that track I was talking about where I was in the middle of doing something this morning. I was cleaning a grinder and this song came on and it just pissed me off. I was just like, what the fuck is this? I looked at it and it's Lord of the Rings and I was like, this was supposed to be something good. So I just fucking got even more angry. I was promised something. I don't know. But the thing is though, Nick, I've listened to it like 4 times today. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's something weird about it where I'm just like, I can see why. Like, I want to get sucked into the fantasy, you know? Like, and I'm just like, fuck, no, dude. Like, this is what happens to people. So it's.
To interrupt you, like if you want to listen to an attempt at Tolkien by these guys that actually turns out pretty well, they have an album called Nightfall in Middle Earth, which is honestly one of my favorite albums.
I will.
It's still in the same. It's still in the same Blind Guardian style, but like these dudes wrote their lyrics, and I think they were lifting entire passages from the Silmarillion.
Oh wow!
it's a lot.
I will have to look at that because that sounds cool. But that's what I mean. Like I get sucked into the Lord of the Rings so easily. But what about the rest of you guys? Anybody else questing after the ring? Jameson, how about you? Oh, sorry.
No, I'm not at all. And I love the Lord of the Rings movies. I didn't have enough patience to read the Lord of the Rings book series, although The Hobbit's great. This is just fucking, it's too nerdy for me. I can't fucking bring myself to that level of nerd. And I hate the guy's fucking voice. It's horrible. And yuck. This was just bad.
Yuck. Oh my god. Caleb, how about you, man?
Oh man, this song brings back so many just wonderful memories that I had lost. I lost them like Isildur lost the ring in the river. and until when I heard this on the playlist, I felt like Smeagol just reaching down into the dirt and the mud and grasping it. And I'm so happy, like, because the first 2 lines are so good. What does he say? Let me go back. Let me look at it again. He says, "There are signs on the ring which make me feel so down." we used to sing that all the time, just randomly. And then there's one part, like in the middle of the song, where after a little like flute interlude, they just go Mordor, and it's so good because it's so dumb. But I just wish I could have been a fly on the wall to watch them record it, because they're just being so German and so nerdy and so into it. And
imagine how baffled their engineer was. Like, what the fuck are these guys doing?
Like, all right, now's the time for the Mordor.
it can't be any worse than how the engineer for Amir felt all the time, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, like I didn't get to see them geeking out like that, but just watching Nick do that for them was, oh man, I'm so glad I can remember that now. Loved it.
Loved it. Dusty, you gonna hop on that wagon, or you gonna join Jameson?
When this came on, I was like, God damn it, Nick. I didn't even have to I didn't have to look at who put this on there. I knew who put this on there. And I was like, this is just bullshit. And they should have let the professionals do this. Leave it to Led Zeppelin to make Lord of the Rings music, because they did it better. So
Zeppelin.
that's all I have to say about that. Fuck
All
this.
right.
I thought this was like a newer thing. So this remaster 2007.
Yeah, they remastered it in 2007. Like I couldn't find the original version.
Mhm.
I would have loved to put the original version because the English lyrics are even worse.
Oh,
It's so good.
It's just boring. I've tried to listen to this song multiple times, and I forget it every time. It's
Oh man, I don't know, dude. Like I was.
they should throw this song into fucking, Mount Doom or whatever. Fucking let it die. Throw this band in there. Throw the whole band in there while they're at it.
Dude, Isildur too. He's just too weak. He kept the whole Blind Guardian true. How many people are in this band? Do you know off the top of your head, Nick?
No, I think they're just like a standard size band.
I looked them up to
Making
see.
Lotar music.
I think they're.
I don't know.
Because I thought they were. This was like a newer thing. Because when I saw 2007, but they're what, a band, power metal band, German power metal band, 1984.
They've been kicking for a while. So that song, they've been around for a while, I guess. But this next song has been. Oh my god! dude, I remember exactly when this was playing all over the radio, and when it ceased being just the fucking flavor of the week and became the stank of the fucking like 5 years that it was on the radio. So Dusty, you got flavor of the week by American Hi-Fi on here.
I mean, you go from that Lord of the Rings bullshit to this song, you're probably like, what the fuck?
Dude, it was a weird transition.
It was. This is just pop punk crap from the early 2000s. It's catchy. It was between this and a Bowling for Soup song.
Oh my god, dude, I know exactly which one you're talking about too.
Like that, The Girl the Bad Guys Want and 1985 are two bangers.
Oh no.
But this song takes me back, and it's catchy and solid tune.
Dude,
It's a guilty pleasure for sure.
I'll say it. I mean, like, yeah, it definitely is a guilty pleasure because no matter what, like, you know, nostalgia takes hold of me, obviously, and like this song for unfortunate reasons definitely is like one you just pick up right away as soon as it starts playing.
You instantly know all
you're
the
just
lyrics again.
Oh my god, dude, and yeah, you know, like against your will, I'm just gonna say, but I gotta give it credit. It's fine to me, man.
I mean, I could have put on. I also was thinking about putting on the song by 9 Days. What's that one song?
I don't know.
Real quick, you'll know, but at the same time frame, like early 2000s.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one, but this
Absolutely, Story of a Girl by 9 Days.
no.
See the story of a girl.
Yeah.
No.
Travel
the whole world. No,
Yep.
no.
She looks so bad. and
You shut up! It's gonna get in our heads. Like it's gonna plague
Absolutely
us.
love it. It's a song that I haven't heard in years, but I know all the lyrics still.
Dude, it's so unfortunately true. My God. Oh, okay. How the
I got
rest of you
something
feel
on
about
this
this?
one. So the most pretentious thing about this song is that it's not flavor of the week as in a passage of time. It's flavor of the week as in like a weak body person, how they spell it, which I think is so fucking lame. But
I didn't even think about that.
I know I didn't get that until today. I didn't even notice it, and then I was looking through it and I was like, that's so fucking lame. But this song, like in my head, I just basically, this song is the American Pie movies from the early 2000s. And then I went and looked, and this song is actually on like 6
Worse.
of the movies
Oh my God,
soundtracks, like basically all of them.
Oh my
And
God.
so it's just like, and I think it's the perfect embodiment of that. Like, it's just like lame 2000s that we thought was really cool back then. Like, American Pie movies are fucking trash, you know?
Dude,
And
Oh, I love
just like
that
this
still,
fucking
though.
song.
I've never laughed during one of those movies.
Now you've never lived, then, Nick.
Probably. I just missed some entire facet of humor with those films. I just don't understand.
Hit that crack pipe, you'll get it.
Pinnacle Jason Biggs. Okay.
Is there any other Jason Biggs out there?
Yeah, Loser, Saving Silverman.
Saving Silverman's actually
Yeah,
Pinnacle
that's
Jason
a
Biggs. I'll
fucking
say that.
amazing
I
movie.
immediately retract my original statement.
Saving Silverman is
Jason
a
Biggs.
classic.
Cover band.
Dude, Saving Silverman is a fucking classic. Yeah. Caleb, how'd you feel about American Hi-Fi?
Oh,
I think you guys know how this is gonna go.
You loved it.
No, I didn't. I don't like pop punk for one. And actually, going off of something Jameson said, the way that weak is spelled is actually very astute, because if you read the lyrics, this song is just rife with beta male cuck energy. Just like, oh, I like this girl, but her boyfriend's an asshole. Like it's just fucking gross.
No.
And I mean, yeah,
Yeah, you're right, man.
it's just, yeah. I mean, I suppose it's not nostalgic for me, so I can't get down on that wavelength, but I get it. You know, it's a prolific song. Even I recognized it with my grumpy ass, but it just made me like, ugh, I just want to punch that guy and be like, you need to fucking man up, give your balls a tug.
2 for 2 for pissing off Caleb.
Okay.
That's my whole goal. Just piss off
Yeah,
Caleb.
this is what the viewers want, but
That's my
epic
whole
struggle.
goal.
This is the juice. This is the stuff that they lick off the hot
No,
dog before
I
they
was-
eat it.
I was
This is
I
the
was-
baked potatoes. They come.
Who eats a hot dog like that?
no
I
one
don't
should.
know. Somebody.
I eat a hot dog with a fork and knife, like a real
right.
person.
Like a gentleman, right?
Gentleman.
Just like I eat my Snicker bars.
Sometimes I just
Knife and
rip a
fork.
package open, grab a raw dog, dip it into some mustard, and just nosh it right there.
Mhm.
High
Yeah.
level silliness.
I'm
Yeah.
even more white because
high
I dip
level
my
silliness.
fucking hot dogs in mayo.
We had a 4th of July party one year with like a whole buffet of snacks set out, and one day one of my buddies, his name, I shit you not, is Michael Scott. He grabs a hot dog that had been grilled like 6 hours ago that had been sitting on the table all day, and he just dips it like a knuckle deep. Dips the whole hot dog knuckle deep into some Tostitos nacho cheese.
Oh,
Hell
that's
yeah.
good.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say mayo. That's fucking dope. I'd definitely dip a whole dog.
Tostitos nacho cheese makes everything right.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
it's,
good.
it's,
All right,
it's
well,
actually a natural sterilizer. People don't know that.
If someone gave me a bag of chips and some Tostitos nacho cheese, I would happily sit through as much pop punk as it takes for me to finish that shit.
Dude,
I think I watched
Caleb,
Nick eat a whole
about Scott?
jar of that shit. in
No.
one sitting.
I eat a whole jar of that like 2 or 3 times a week in 2016.
No, you did it at Luke's house 2 years ago too.
2 years ago, throwing you under the bus.
I never
Making
said I
tacos.
stopped after 2016.
Caleb came up with the most legendary combination of Tostitos cheese too. It's so fucking good, and I thought it was going to be horrible. I'm not going to take your thunder. Go for it, Caleb.
So you got to get the what is it? What are they? The
They're
Fritos
Fritos honey barbecue twists.
Twists,
Oh,
and
no.
you can do regular Tostitos cheese, but I think it's better if you get the
medium.
the medium or the white, the queso blanco.
Oh, queso blanco.
That man.
And I thought it was going to be horrible. It's next fucking level.
Yeah,
it's
do
so
it.
good.
Damn, you heard it here first.
If anyone takes anything from this podcast, any episode, that's what you need to take.
Dude, I don't disagree with that.
Speaking of
Hold on,
flavors,
really quick, really
What were we
quick.
talking about?
I don't
Quick,
know.
We won. We have to get your hot take on flavor of the week, Nick.
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
I don't really have a hot take. The problem with this being on a guilty pleasures playlist is that there's no guilt.
No,
this
sir.
is classic American 2000s pop punk. I listen to it regularly. Like right next to Story of a Girl, right next to 1985. It's in all of my playlists. I listen to it regularly. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a great song, but
Nick,
It is what it is.
it's
Oh,
one of the songs that I
Do
listen
you have
to.
a dab rig going?
No, it's a
Oh, it's crack pipe. Okay.
crack.
Let's see, like, so while we were all kind of talking about that Tostinos thing, I had realized that the next song had just been playing for what seemed like an infinite fucking amount of time. And that takes us right into what's shockingly a Beatles track on this list by an even bigger surprise. Mr. McGrady.
Yeah.
Why would you curse us with this track?
Okay. There's many layers to this onion. Let me unpeel it for you.
Does it involve a
Please do.
girl?
I'm crying already, so
No. It actually originates with what was it? The Parent Trap. Great movie.
oh, the Lindsay Lohan version or the
Yes. Lindsay Lohan. Yeah.
Loheen. Like
Loheen.
she's-
I'm a bit of a fancy person sometimes. So.
Yeah.
or are you
So,
talking the
yeah.
60s version?
I'm talking about the Lindsay Lohan version.
Ooh,
Or are you? Yeah, Dennis Quaid was in there.
Dennis
too, I guess.
Quaid
We can't
was in
discount
it,
that.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Caleb.
So yeah, that's where I first heard this song, and I was like, "That's a cool song. I like that." And I asked my dad, who is that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's the Beatles." And this was before I understood communism, and I started to hate the Beatles because of John Lennon. This is a really good song, and I thought it would shock you guys. And I do feel a little bit guilty about liking it because of my outspoken distrust of the agenda secretly hidden behind the beautiful music of the Beatles. But something else that I thought was like, okay, maybe this will keep Dusty from completely hating me.
Nope, not at all.
Oh. Shit. Well, that didn't work. But the other thing I learned is that they recorded
Just spilled
this.
LaCroix on myself.
Oh, you did. You really did. Wow.
No.
I'm sorry, bud.
Okay,
the other
this is my life. Keep talking.
The other thing I learned was that this song was recorded after John Lennon got in a car accident. So he wasn't present for most of the recording of this one. And so it's mostly George and Paul singing. And I think that's why I like it, because there's no, red
No
propaganda.
communist influence.
Yeah, there's no communism. It's just a really nice song. And I George is the best member of the Beatles, fight me.
We're just kind of a bitch.
Not gonna fight you on that.
I think he shines in this song. It's a good song. So there you go.
Well, I think the song's fucking trash. Like I'm just gonna say, like, I'm not even a Beatles hater. Like, there's definitely Beatles stuff that I really enjoy. But this song, like I kind of said it earlier, like this song is one of those things. It like feels like infinite to me. Like it just doesn't. I don't know. It overstays its welcome in my fucking headspace, really. And it kind of like, what was the last Beatles song we had on the playlist? Because that one was also one that I was just like, I didn't
Let It
like
Be.
because Let It Be. It's like fuck. The Beatles just sound pretentious, like with this kind of shit. It's like, I get it. Like everybody should be happy, fucking go lucky. Like I'm not. I'm just not all the time. Dusty, how'd you feel about this song though?
It's not my favorite Beatles track. 'Cause this is Abbey Road, so it's their last album. But I think they wrote this because they wrote a lot of Abbey Road when they were writing Let It Be. But it's okay. It's like when you like a band a lot, but there's some really mainstream songs that you're just like over. You're like, okay, I've heard this song a million times. This is kind of one of them for me. This is like really overplayed. Just it's all right, but I get where it does repeat a lot. It's just I think it was just made to be a single song for the album, and yeah, just good. I hate when bands are like so mainstream that they're forced to make single songs, which they probably hate too. So
Yeah, I think I got
Interesting.
not to get too far off there, but Donald Glover, he did like back in the day, he did an interview when he dropped Because of the Internet, and he was talking about how like 3005 on that album was like it's purposely crafted to be the radio single
commercial
and that,
song, yeah.
And so it's it's not that that's any secret, but yeah, it's like that's probably been the case for a really long time, where it's like what can we craft to really push one out there, and obviously, but this does seem like it's a really friendly anybody can like pick it up.
Yeah,
some people could drop it.
I don't hate it. It's fine. It's the Beatles, so I still love it. But
Jameson,
I think this is an all-time fucking great song. I love the shit out of this song, and it's an important song to me, and I'll just keep laying on the cheese for this one because like I sang this to my kid like every night for 6 months, so
that makes me feel bad
love the
for
fuck
shit
out of
about
this song.
That's so cute.
so fuck you, Jared.
That is really adorable, man. Fuck. Nick, how about you?
Jameson, I don't give a fuck about your kids. This song is ass.
You met Ernesto Savage and you dare say
No.
that?
No, he's great. I'm kidding. But this song sucks. It's to me, this song sounds like I'm on hold with a company. This song sounds like I'm at the grocery store, and I can smell frozen meat nearby. This song sounds like
If you can smell frozen meat, there's something wrong. It should not have a smell.
Well,
Just saying.
it's probably just the smell of the butcher.
What are you at?
Okay.
Are you
okay.
at Winco
Yeah.
or something? Jesus.
No, like the Safeway.
Oh, God.
The Safeway meat selection is very good. So how dare you?
Pretty good. Anyways, but
Union
no,
jobs.
this song sounds like I'm watching like a commercial for some kind of pharmaceutical ad. It doesn't sound like a song to me. It's
Something for
sounds like
Peyronie's
I'm being-
disease.
It's so overplayed to the point where I feel like no matter every time I've ever heard this song in my life, someone has been trying to sell me something, and I'm not buying.
I just ain't buying.
So
Does it give you
Yeah.
anal seepage?
I was gonna say it gave me diarrhea, but I don't think it warned me that it was gonna give me diarrhea. Does that mean I can sue them? That's-
Song or
if
whatever
you want
you
me
were
to do
sold.
like the real, oh man,
The
I don't know.
battles.
If you guys want me to do like the really fast like disclaimers at the end of those commercials, I can't do that. I can barely speak at this speed right now.
Fair enough.
That's because you're
Put
being
that crack
smoking.
pipe down.
Not a crack pipe.
Guys.
You're gonna light
Guys.
your apartment on fire with that fucking butane
Listen.
torch.
Smoke
The
crack
next,
and worship Satan.
well, you know, like the Beatles aside, like I will say the Beatles like obviously have a certain level of prestige about them, but the next track brings none of that with it. Unsteady by Ex Ambassadors.
Yeah, I don't know where this song really. I mean, I've heard this song before I found it, obviously, but I don't remember how I found it. It's a really, really fucking powerful, sad song that's cheesy as fuck, and I really enjoy it. But goddamn, it's super generic. I mean, all the basic white bitches love and cry to this song. So, but I think it's pretty fucking good. So,
Jameson, you know I respect you,
yeah.
but I just cannot do the same thing to this song. I just like, I don't know, man. Like I think to me, like to be fair, this is like for myself. I feel like I've heard this like enough times to like not care about it, and that's really what it is. If I like take the time to focus on this song, there are elements I can like be like that's kind of neat, but I just don't want to ever give it that attention. So I'm
I
sorry,
respect it.
but it's just what it is. Dusty, I believe that you might I'm gonna take a guess at this. You loved this song, didn't you?
It's okay. I've heard this a lot on one of the radio stations I listen to on Sirius. It's overplayed, to be honest.
I think that's it.
It's I don't know. It's got some good parts. It kind of reminds me of Hosier. You know that Hosier? Take me to
Sure.
church. You know that style.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just
I'm familiar.
it's okay, but it's catchy. But
Yeah.
it's just it's not for me. Take me to church.
I can't. I don't have the range. I just can't hit the notes. Nick, how did you feel about this song? Did this make you unsteady?
This song sounds like if you had like a second cousin or someone, or like you just kind of knew someone in the local community that was like a part of the church, and they just decided they were going to take their music career real seriously.
Interesting. I could see
And
that.
they
I'm
could-
done
they've
being a
just
youth
become this,
pastor
like
band. leader.
yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like youth pastor music, but like he's not going to be youth pastor anymore because he's aging out of the job.
This reminds me
Because
like-
it's getting kind of creepy that he's still doing it.
Yeah, it's still kind of creepy, and then this just sort of
I'm twice these kids' ages. I should probably get a real job instead of preaching bullshit.
This is like so. I guess my question is like, would you tell this person to keep trying, Nick, or would you be like, good for you, son, good for you?
the thing is I
Look
just
at
don't
dying.
know. I just don't know who his audience is, so I don't feel like I have the right to tell him to give it up. because like I'm sure his music appeals to someone. I mean, Creed appeals to people. I guess
That is true. That is
So, I mean,
true.
Maybe he's got an audience. Maybe he's gonna find that niche. Maybe he's gonna continue playing that the youth pastor music.
This
I don't- I don't
became an
wanna-
inspirational thing, man.
He's dying.
I don't want to listen to it. I don't know where this like massive emotional connection feeling that Jameson got out of this is, because I felt absolutely nothing listening to
I
this.
mean, do you understand the lyrics? It's kind of powerful.
I've read poems before, man. I'm not phased by moving language.
Read poetry.
It's we were raised on emo music.
Oh man,
Did Jeff read books?
I have many books.
Just I don't know.
I've read Holes.
If
I've
it's
read
if,
The
it, if
Outsiders.
it's been like sad or emotional, I've heard it before. I've read it before. I don't know. I got nothing out of that song. It was,
All right, Blind Guardian,
So,
take it down a fucking notch.
So the next one.
Oh, hold on.
What? Sorry,
Caleb,
I'm sorry, Caleb. I'm sorry.
Caleb's
I was
still
dying.
just
I'm
eat
sorry.
Let me
something
know.
Spicy.
Let it out.
The youth pastor thing
Oh,
really
that
cut
got
him
me.
deep.
That got me. It did. Oh, wow.
Praise
I'm
be.
sweaty. Made me cry. No, because the song is good. It's bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
Oh man, that fucking killed me. I haven't laughed that hard in a minute. Yeah, this song's trash. It's powerful and how hard it made me laugh.
no.
But it's so bad. No, it's that over singing. Like he's give him credit. He's a good singer, but you're over singing
Just going for it.
and those fucking feels, man. It just, I can't. I don't like this song. Okay, I'm done.
Should I gavel it?
Yeah, please.
Get out of there.
Oh man, thank you for that though. I'm so glad you put it on here because.
Don't worry. We got a whole other song to trash right here. So
Oh,
Shallow. This is a song. So Dusty, correct me if I'm wrong. This is another Lady Gaga song,
Gaga.
Definitely.
but it features Brad Cooper.
Bradford Cooper, yes.
Bradford, excuse me. Bradford Cooper. Was this in a movie? Or is this a live track?
No, this is from a movie.
Damn, this is convincing. I thought it was a live track.
No,
What's
it's
the movie?
It's called
A Star Is Born.
Born. It's the third rendition of the same film, but it's a really good movie. You know, you can hate on it. This is just straight up guilty pleasure stuff. Like right here, like this is one of my favorite movies. I'll say that. It's like
Oh.
it's up there with The Notebook. So.
Notebook has a powerful twist, man. Powerful ending.
I love The Notebook.
Get you.
But this whole movie is amazing. It's pretty sad. I mean, to his story of addiction and all that. And, I mean, as the previous ones did.
Who's
But
addicted?
Bradley Cooper. He's like a raging alcoholic and has a pill addiction.
Oh man, he should get some treatment.
Well, and actually, in real life, he was also a raging alcoholic until like 2002 or something like that.
That's not good.
But no, it's a banger of a song, and this is the Gaga I prefer when she like actually uses her voice and not overproduced bullshit.
So this is like downroot Stephanie. Like this is what Caleb was talking about.
This is
You
my
were talking about-
Stephanie.
This is my Stephanie.
We're on first name basis.
I just I didn't I gotta be honest. I don't, I respect that you really, that your opinions on the movie, Dusty. It became, for me, it was one of those things that it's like in the Hamilton category where it just was too many people kept bringing it up and I just stopped caring about it. And so I never bothered watching it. So this is the first experience I've had with anything from the movie.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I imagine it's like it makes sense with like the context of like things going on with the movie and whatnot, but I don't know, man. I just wasn't into it. I'm sorry. I don't know. Like it was, I don't know. Just not for me. Jameson, what about you, man? Have you seen this movie?
Yeah, I think I wouldn't
First,
say it's
Jameson
one
has. He's married. So
Yeah.
he's seen this.
I've only seen it once though, but I thought it was fucking a solid movie, and I was not expecting it to be good. I was expecting to like go into it, make as much fun of it as I could until Amy told me to get the fuck out of the room so that I didn't have to watch it. But I got sucked in, and it was a really good movie. And but I do think that this is maybe, when it came out, the most overplayed song I've ever heard. It just so much radio play, and I had the weirdest fucking experience of my life listening to this. We were in town, we drove up to Kashmir, and we were eating at Country Boys Barbecue up there.
Perfect.
And it was all fine and dandy, it's delicious. We're sitting there, and this like 60-year-old woman who's sitting there eating ribs by herself, this song comes on, and she just full on starts fucking singing with Lady Gaga, like full volume.
God. No.
And so
I love it.
Barbecue sauce all over her lips.
it was so bizarre, and it wasn't even at the outside seating. She was inside that little barbecue shack.
Oh my
and it's
God.
like
It's a
I
small
love
room.
that. That's
Like-
amazing.
mental
is that?
illness.
What
Mental illness is what that is.
No, that's called happiness. That's called happiness.
A star was being born, man. Did everybody just humor it?
I mean, it was like me and Amy and one other table, and we just tried to avoid eye contact.
Fair
Because
enough.
it's like, if this lady comes over and starts talking to us because she thinks we're like friendly, it's gonna get real fucking weird. So
Yeah. Dude just keeps singing, starts passing around a hat. Like, no, that's not this sitch. Caleb, how about you, man? How do you feel about this Bradford and Gaga collaboration?
So I don't think I've actually listened to this song before. Like I haven't seen the movie, so I can't speak to any of that, but I'm sure it's good. I like Bradford and I like Stephanie. It's not my
Sorry,
favorite.
Stephanie. God damn it.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all
I
right.
know.
You
I'm
haven't
not
met
as
her yet.
close. I'm not as close, and clearly I hate her. So
Yeah, she won't let you call her Stephanie.
yeah, it's
But
Ms. Gaga to you.
I was impressed with Bradford's vocals. He's a good singer, and we all know, except for Jared, that Stephanie's a powerhouse.
I appreciate that.
It's a pretty song. That being said, it is that acoustic guitar singing ballad bullshit that I'm not crazy about. So it's not my favorite version of Stephanie, but I can get behind it. Yeah. And I feel like I just
riding that train, man.
I feel like I just like got a tattoo. Like I have endorphins right now. Whew, I'm flying.
From all that laughing,
I almost died.
Nick, how'd you feel
Why?
about this track, though?
This track, it was fine. I mean, I think Brad and Steph did a good job singing on it.
Brad and Steph. Brad and Steph forever.
But it really was like a country western style ballad on acoustic guitar with two people singing, and it was just not something that I found very interesting.
The way you described it made me even less interested in it just now.
Ugh, but props to Brad and Steph. Good job.
Yeah, good luck in the future.
They'll be okay.
They'll be able to make it.
I got
Keep at it, guys.
They can keep the lights on.
Yeah.
yeah.
If Old Heart Radio could stay online, so can you. So, okay. All right. Well, let's just set that aside because I feel like almost I need to see the movie to really like rightly engage with the music personally, but I don't need to further see anything from this next one though. Simple and clean.
Sorry.
Planet B remix. Was it
This is Hikaru Utada.
Hikaru
It's her
Utada.
version. It's her version of "Simple and Clean," as remixed by Planet B.
This was a cover of something, or this was legit. Is this another song? I just didn't like. What is the other song?
The other song sounds like it's a totally different pop song, but
Okay.
but this "Simple and Clean" as it's been remixed was like the song that they used to market the Kingdom Hearts games.
Ooh, fitting.
Yeah.
It's very fitting because I believe on Thursday, new Kingdom Hearts game comes out.
Really?
It's really ironic. I caught that today. It comes out on the 10th.
Well, there's some free promo for Squeenix.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. So why how did this stumble onto your world then, Nick? What, did you used to play Kingdom Hearts heavily? Or were you
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
I mean, I was never any good at it, but I did play the
Love those
games. They're a lot of fun. They're just super weird that you can go to a world and be hanging out in the same room as like Sephiroth and Goofy. It's a bizarre little game. I don't know who approved it or why. The story is absolutely incomprehensible. Leonard Nimoy's in it for a while. I don't know why these games exist, but they're a lot of fun to play. And this song is just pure nostalgia tied to that. And listening to it now that I produce,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
pretty good beat, pretty good mix. Good job, guy. Good job, Planet B.
You did an okay job. Yeah, I mean, to me, it was fine. Like it just sounded like fucking club music, like just like club music. I don't pay attention to. I hear the beat, and then I'm like, okay, there's something going on there. But I didn't realize it was like a Kingdom, like had anything to do with Kingdom Hearts. But that just kind of makes me laugh a bit. Not my favorite on the list, but yeah, there's worse tracks if you ask me. Caleb, how do you feel about this song? Were you a big Kingdom Hearts fan?
So I didn't play it myself, but I spent a lot of time with Pat while he was, and was equally confused at the mixture of characters and universes of different popular franchises. But I think the only reason we need to explain that is because Japan. Because why not? They have a giant robot in their city center. Fuck yeah, Japan's cool.
I think they have more than one.
Yeah, I mean, you would know. I'm not a weeb, but I appreciate Japan. That being said, I prefer the original a lot more. It's a cool remix. I think it's a little slow at the start, but I don't know. I like the original better. It's more bumping. This is kind of more subdued. It's not bad, but not my favorite version.
They crank it up. They could turn it up to 11 a little bit.
Yeah, I want a hard style remix of this shit. Let's fucking go for it. Like, I'm K-Hold. Let's go.
Dusty, how about you, man?
This is just generic bullshit, is what this is. Like, just, yeah, I don't like this.
I don't like this.
I don't like this at all. I didn't realize it's from Kingdom Hearts. That's how bad it was. And I used to play Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom farts.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. It was Kingdom Sharks on me.
Jameson, what about you, man?
I mean, I enjoyed the beat, and I wish there was no vocals over the top of it, and then I could have enjoyed it as like a, like
Real song.
a house beat. But no, I didn't like it that much.
Well, I'm glad we're over with it. Next, perhaps the greatest song on the playlist. Sugar Ray, When It's Over.
Fucking banger.
So, certified banger. Of course, I put it on the list, guys. I mean, like, it's one of those things. It's one of those songs. Like, I don't know if you're around our age, you probably fucking heard this song in any number of situations, and you know, it just comes on. And you're just like, I know this song, and no matter how ridiculous Mark McGrath looks, you know, you can get past that to enjoy this jam. I feel like, but maybe I'm just wrong. I probably am. Caleb, why don't you tell me?
Well, I appreciate Mark McGrath and his Frosted Tips. I honestly, I've never heard this song before. Like I said again,
Get the fuck out of here.
I told you before earlier in this podcast, I was very sheltered in the 90s.
Fair enough.
So I heard the one where they're talking about like he wants to fly and like put your arms around me or whatever. I know that one.
Yeah, that one.
It's okay, I guess. Like it didn't offend me. I would say it's fine.
Let me ask this. Did it make you want to like perhaps frost some tips?
I don't think that's for me, but if someone wants to frost their tips, I say you do you, buddy, and you have a great time. And listen to Sugar Ray in your car and just, you know, drive down Sunset Strip and enjoy the sunshine and pretend that it, you know, Harambe never died.
I don't know if anyone else, I don't know about anyone else, but I do know that me and Dusty rocked Frosted Tips in the Kenroy days.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Frosted Tips.
I'm sure my mom
never
has, my mom's got pictures somewhere, but yeah, I was
Present
frosted to the tip.
Dusty, join me in loving this track, please.
Oh, this is an absolute banger. This is not from the 90s, by the way. All right.
Sorry.
This is going to be circa 2001, 2002.
I wonder if, yeah, okay. Is it post 9/11 or pre 9/11?
Ooh.
This has
Good
pre
question.
9/11 vibes to it. That's
I
what
It really
would
does,
agree.
dude. Nick, I'm with you there. I'm gonna look it up right now.
When it's over means is talking about when 9/11 was over. But yeah.
After the towers have fallen.
Yeah. Yeah, because his wife died in the towers.
Oh God.
No, she did. No.
Oh my god!
I
you
made
can't
that
just
up.
you can't just
No.
say that.
I think it's not too soon anymore. We can go there.
21 years ago. But no, this whole album is amazing. There's another song that I call "Answer the Phone," which was probably one of my favorite Sugar Ray songs. But I still listen to Sugar Ray regularly, and I'm just gonna say this: this song shouldn't be on this playlist because there's nothing guilty about this. You shouldn't feel guilty.
I do. Oh, I do. I shouldn't be enjoying Sugar Ray as much as I do.
I mean,
I disagree.
just makes you happy.
Well,
Gets you going.
before we jump over to Nick, I will say verified fact. This is a pre 9/11 track. May 7th. This came out. It was meant for a different time.
I knew it.
The timeline split. And
Well.
Nick, did you take the ride with Sugar Ray?
I absolutely do. I shamelessly throw on my pre 9. I'm not going to call it 90s anymore. I'm just going to call it my pre 9/11 playlist. Because the world was just a little bit different.
This is
Music was just a little bit different. My pre 9/11 playlist has Sugar Ray on it. It's got some Smash Mouth. It's got some Uncle Cracker.
Motherfucking Bare Naked Ladies better be on there.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Several
Goddamn
Bare
right.
Naked Ladies songs on there.
There better be some
It's
Weird
not true.
Al.
They're all 1 week.
It's just 1 week, multiple times.
It's just all 1 week.
No, they had that really good song about drinking water from the hose.
Jameson, how do you feel about Sugar Ray?
I think it's pretty lame, but it's still enjoyable. Like, it's a fun song because of how lame it is. Have any of you guys seen the video though of Mark McGrath trying to fight one of his like fans because he was like signing autographs and somebody yelled "Sugar Gay" at him?
Yep.
And he was heated.
He was high on cocaine, it looked like to me.
The weakest.
I would suggest everyone go watch that video because it's pretty funny.
So this is something I was wondering with a coworker. I was like, who was rocking the like frosted tip look like first? Mark McGrath or Guy Fieri? Because I couldn't remember when Guy Fieri really popped up on the scene, but
Oh, it's got to be Mark McGrath.
I feel like Guy Fieri is probably a Sugar Ray fan.
Mhm.
Do you think he might have copped that a little bit from Mark McGrath? These are the
Nah.
hot questions that we need to answer.
I think it
get
came
him on
from
the pod.
Scotty Tavati, the WWF wrestler.
Mm.
That's right.
There
That's
we go.
probably more. That's probably more along the lines. Mark
Because
McGrath
he-
probably got it from Scotty Tuati.
Because he wore that visor, spike tips at the top.
Oh God, that's fucking right. All right. Well, ridiculous tips and whatnot aside.
Here we go.
So this last track on the playlist, it comes from a recent movie. Am I correct?
You are correct, sir.
And what movie is that, sir?
Disney's Encanto.
Okay. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it. My fiance and our housemate watched it, but I've heard really good things about it.
Yeah.
And what is this? How do you pronounce this? Dos.
I don't speak Spanish, so I don't want to butcher it. It is.
Los Oraguitas.
There we go. Nailed it, Dusty.
And I don't know. It's a pleasant track for what it is, I suppose. You know, I don't know if it's like really anything, but well, yeah. Why'd you put this on there, J-Mouse?
So I watched just a shitload of cartoons having a 3-year-old, just an ungodly amount. And I thought Encanto is a pretty solid fucking movie, but this is in like the really like moving part of the final scene where the family's all coming to their terms with all their issues, and I just cried like a little fucking bitch. Like for 15 minutes when this song was going all the way through the end of the movie. And it was just a great moment, and it's a good song. I would suggest everyone go watch Encanto if your heart isn't fucking stone like I imagine Nick and Caleb's is.
Hey now.
Nick got thrown under that bus too. That's my favorite part.
I thought it was going to be.
to deserve that?
Nick,
I
would
thought it
you-
was going to be me for sure. Since
Nick's
Nick's
about-
married, he has a heart now.
Nick, would you defend yourself there?
I don't know what I'm defending myself against right now.
So, do you like? How'd you feel about this track for one?
It's not my thing. I don't have any sort of
Yeah.
love for Disney.
That's why you're under
as
the
a whole.
bus.
Yeah.
now.
Oh, boom. Look, I didn't even have to know your opinion, and
my
your
God.
fucking heart is stone.
It's
Your
not a
bus-
stone heart. My
bus just ran
imagination is
your
just
ass
captured
right
by other things. Okay. I went to
You sounded
Disneyland
Canadian
recently.
as fuck right there. Okay, guy?
Okay.
Okay, you guys. Well, that's Midwest.
So,
Same difference.
so you're not very on board with this?
Absolutely not. But okay, I don't hate it. It's just it's fine. It's I don't have any kind of interest in that type of Disney movie since I'm not a child. I didn't really like them that much. Like, why would I watch that when Power Rangers is on?
Oh man,
So,
I mean,
I
for
don't know.
sure.
The Disney songs are just not my thing.
Fair enough. Okay. I don't know who to give the point to. I don't know if Nick retains status or if that gives him cold stone heart, but to other people, I can't weigh that judgment. But Caleb, we all know for sure your heart's turned to stone. So what about you? What's your opinion on this one?
Well, I mean, so all right, I've fallen into this trap many times where you know, when I don't know about any of that. But when I was living with Jameson and it was time to watch kids movies with a boy, I was just like, okay, what is this bullshit gonna be? But you know, sitting down with little Ernesto Savage and watching these movies and just watching his face and watching him get excited, and like, you just get into it with him. And you know what? I don't think my heart's complete stone because that little red-headed monster, he melts it all the time. And I really enjoyed this. It reminded me of Devendra Banhart. Like, it kind of has that sort of
Ooh.
vibe, and I thought that was cool. And it reminded me of the boy, and that made me happy. And I miss him. And yeah, and I drank enough tequila tonight to make my heart grow a few sizes, just like his favorite character, the Grinch.
Hell yeah.
So there you go.
There you go. Dusty, give it to us.
I mean, I feel with Caleb there. I mean, my niece used to live with me, and you'll watch some, animated film, and usually it's just like, oh, this is gonna be shit. But they always have a really good like theme and like a good ending to it, and you get hooked, and then you also like to see their reaction and stuff. Not seen this one yet. Is this on the Disney Plus or is this just in theaters?
You can get it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, because I keep seeing articles how like one of the songs from the movie actually has broken like the Disney record for songs, and which I was actually pretty surprised by because I thought Let It Go did that with Frozen.
Yeah,
but I think it just passed Pocahontas, Colors of the Wind, as like one of the most popular Disney songs ever. But no, this is fine. I find this soothing. So, yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow. I'm looking at the song in question. There is a song called "We Don't Talk About Bruno," and it has 125 million plays on Spotify right now.
Yeah, like I think I read on Yahoo that it passed the Pocahontas one. I was like surprised. I was like what there's a Pocahontas song that's like the number one Disney song or something. But I thought for sure Let It Go was like number one.
And this one's only been out since like the 1st of December, essentially, right after Thanksgiving. Yeah. So it's a lot of play.
Wow. It is a lot of play, man. It's captured the hearts of millions. I don't know. Like I said, I still want to see the movie and everything, just because sometimes they are
charming. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Charming.
Not all of them though. Like I still haven't bothered watching Up. Like,
Up's great.
Like,
don't do that if you don't want to cry.
Well, that's one of those ones. It's like I've heard so much about it. I get it. People, it's good. Yeah.
Have you seen
messing with mortality a bit? Either way, let's look at our tops and bottoms here on these guilty peas. Let's find the guiltiest pea and let's just point at it and laugh.
Teas and the bees. Teas and bees.
Does anybody want to start it off? Does anybody want to give us their T's and B's?
I could do it.
Nick, I believe in you.
All right. I appreciate the confidence. As also someone who is not into Disney movies at all, Up is fantastic. It's really good.
Yep, fair enough.
Okay, so my absolute top, because this one took me by surprise, and how many times I went out of my way to listen to this one. But "Thank You" by Dido, that was that one snuck up on me,
dude.
That's the one that's going to get a lot more playtime with me.
Thank you.
I phrased that really.
Don't say it like that.
And absolutely down at the bottom, I'm gonna have to put. Ooh, you know what? Maybe. No, yeah. Here Comes the Sun takes it.
Wow,
that's at the bottom. If I never heard that song again, I'd be happy. Or actually, I probably just wouldn't notice.
I probably just wouldn't. Oh, I'm no longer on hold. They hung up. Anyway, all right. Who else has got their T's and B's? Dusty, Caleb, Jay Musson, anybody? Dusty?
My T is Always and Forever When It's Over by Sugar Ray.
Yeah, buddy.
I love Sugar Ray. Nothing wrong with him at all.
I love how securely you say that. I love Sugar Ray.
Play it at my funeral.
Got a sweet tooth.
You play Dude, When It's Over at my funeral.
When it's over, I'm gonna be there holding a boombox. And when it's over, we'll be blasting.
The families are like offended.
Yeah.
No,
he wanted this.
He wanted this. Damn it. The bees. Ooh.
The bees. What you got for a bee?
I'm gonna say this simple and clean bullshit. Like, what are we doing? This is just
what are we doing?
Like, what the hell? You just took up 5 minutes of my life. 6 minutes if you round up.
If you round up.
And I listened to it twice. That's 12 minutes of my life you wasted. With shit.
Oh man.
I apologize for nothing. That song's great.
Who else? Either you guys got your set aside. Jameson, do you got yours?
Okay, I can go for it. I'm not going to pick one of my own songs as a top, and the rest of this list is pretty fucking trash. So I'm going to take the easy way out and go with Here Comes the Sun for me as my top song. And then as the bottom, that fucking Lord of the Rings travesty is garbage.
Oh, what a
no.
perfect segue.
Man.
What do you got, Caleb?
Okay, so both of these songs for very different reasons, but also the same reason, because I had such a just visceral reaction to each one. The absolute top has to be Lord of the Rings because, like I said, it brought back so many wonderful, stupid memories, and it made me really happy. It's bad, but it just makes me chuckle, you know. And then, I don't know. There might be worse songs on here, but none that made me feel. I haven't felt so much in some time, but Unsteady by Ex Ambassadors.
Oh no.
I almost choked on spit and I was gasping for breath. I mean, the youth pastor thing, so spot on. And just like, I want to say a name, but I'm not going to say it on air.
Jake.
Wait, did you have someone specific?
Oh, no.
my God. I'll tell you.
I was thinking.
Okay, off air.
I was thinking the same one. He would come to Sterling during lunches, but yeah.
No, but
What?
I want to hear yours after this. But
Okay, I'll say.
I mean, it's just like that kind of like just let's oversing and be super soulful and the beat, and it's just so. I mean, if a song beats out all the pop punk or other bullshit, it's something special.
I'm shocked that I didn't.
You nailed me this time.
I'm disappointed. Damn it.
I suppose for my tops and bottoms, I gotta say tops, and shame on you for none of you picking this so far. Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. You know, there's nothing wrong with that track.
Yeah.
But my least favorite track, I mean, you guys kind of put a few at the bottom that I would have already thrown down there, so I appreciate that. It's like to me, it's a really big toss up between either Stephanie and Brad on Shallow or Stephanie and Ari on Rain on Me, or alternatively, Geechee Geechee. All three of those equally cemented places in my heart. Like even Adele, the Adele track I like more than I like those three tracks. But all three of those tracks cemented that like bottom of the rung. Like I just don't fucking care. Like this, don't put it near me anymore. Like you go sit at the lunch table the other side of the cafeteria. I am too good for you.
The monsters are gonna come for you, man.
They will. And one day I'll let them devour me.
May the gods help you.
That being said, I mean, guys, I mean, like, what do we want from a guilty pleasures playlist? Like, we're all pulling weird emotions and thoughts out of our asses, and like all of these are attached to really specific things, and we're just like, I don't know, I like it.
I'm ashamed of myself.
Pretty much.
I'm
I think
kind
the
of proud,
people-
honestly. Like all three of my songs it wound up on at least someone's bottom. It's just
It's bullshit
That's-
that I only
kind
got.
of proud of that.
It's kind of
One.
an honor. It's kind of...
I thought for sure I was gonna get Caleb.
Oh man, this
Maybe
is a
next
good one,
time.
guys. I really appreciated this. But before we wrap up the episode, corn dogs. If you've been following along, we've been having guests on and off. Excitingly enough, we're in the process of kind of getting a string of guests back on, a couple of reoccurring and perhaps a new face. But we'll wait to see once we creep close to that episode 20, that benchmark double do. That doesn't make any sense. Either way, thank you so much for continuing to listen. We fucking appreciate it. I have a ball sitting around with these fine gentlemen on the council here, and I'm sure they do too. And we just appreciate that everybody laughs along with us. So I think on that note, guys, let's just, I don't know. Any last words? Any last guilt to shed?
Check your blood sugar. Check it often.
You heard it here.
As the great Wilfred Brimley once said.
Diabetes. Let's say goodnight. Good night, corn dogs.
Good night.
Keep your stick on the ice.
Keep your stick on it.